Hi, I'm Gohar Vardanyan, and this is the Strings by my Lessonette. In this lesson, I'll be talking about articulation, especially the way we articulate in our right hand. Now, the first one that comes to mind is legato. And legato is when you play something as smoothly as possible, allowing each note to ring all the way until you seamlessly transition to the next note. Now, if I play these four notes legato, I need to make sure that my right hand is very quick and accurate in its plugging the string. So when I play the next note, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm just going to play it. You need to make sure that you are ready to play the right string and at the right angle, so that there is no hesitation and there is no noise or silence introduced between the two notes. You also have to make sure that your left hand and your right hand are perfectly synchronized, because you don't want to accidentally mute the string ahead of time with your left hand before your right hand is ready to plug. Or take it off before you're ready to plug. So once you master legato, which is probably one of the harder ones to master, the opposite of it is staccato. Staccato is usually marked in a score with dots or with the word staccato written under a passage. To play staccato, you play a note and you cut it off and mute it and introduce a silence between that note and the next one. So and there's different places you can find staccato. If you're playing a passage with multiple fingers, it makes sense to mute the string with the right hand and with the finger that will play the next note. So if I played this four notes with I and M, I will pluck I and mute with M, then pluck M and mute with I, and again I and M. Now there's various degrees of staccato. You can make something very short, or you can make it a little bit longer. That depends on a particular passage. Now a lot of times you neither want staccato nor legato, in which case you can play the notes just slightly detached from each other. And that's more evident if you repeat the same notes. So if I play the same note just legato, and I'm going to mute the other strings with a slight bar just so the resonance from the guitar doesn't get in the way. So if I'm playing legato, and if I play the same thing staccato, that's a very clean and very different two ways of articulating. Now, in the in-between, the detachment is just a little bit of silence between one note and the next. It's almost like a tiny little muting right before you pluck the next note, and it introduces a slight a jump and a slight kind of like a jump in the step. This can come in handy, especially if you're repeating one note. That way you can sort of articulate it a little better, and something different than legato. Like for example, if you were to play the Bach fugue from the First Violin Sonata, you could do all legato, etc. You could do everything staccato, which is probably not very recommended. I don't think Bach would be very happy with that. Or you could do a little bit of detachment between the notes. And you wouldn't do it on every single note. So by having these techniques in your vocabulary, in your arsenal, you can pick and choose which note gets how much detachment, how much legato, or how much staccato, and a combination of those will make your phrasing a little bit more interesting and more lively.